Hey fam, hey, welcome back to my channel. Here we are, Sister Wives, Season 18, One-on-One, Part 4. Notice they do not call this a tell-all anymore because they really aren't telling us anything that we don't already know, haven't seen or read, or figured out for ourselves because we are smart people. Tonight, we get introduced to the love of Christine's life, and that is a direct quote from Christine herself. We finally get to meet Mr. David Woolley. This is before they got married, so in this episode, which was very Christine and David heavy, we get to hear all about how they met, how they connected, and the fact that they are engaged and planning a fairy tale wedding. We also got to hear about how Christine is kind of in her Disney villain phase, and I have to agree with her. I have always been a Disney villain fan more than a Disney princess fan, although there is one Disney princess that I absolutely love, and that is Princess Mulan. Some of you might have thought that I was going to say Princess Tiana, and although she is very cool because she's from Louisiana, honey, I still have to say Mulan is my favorite. Go ahead and drop down in the comments which Disney princess or Disney villain is your favorite. My favorite Disney villain, believe it or not, is none other than Scar, although Mufasa is also my favorite lion. All right, y'all, we're going to get into this one-on-one right after the jingle.
I haven't really gotten to know him, but I've met him a couple of times.
What do you think about them getting married?
I'm excited for them.
She's got a ring on it.
Yeah, she does. She seems very happy, and I'm excited for her. I want her to be happy.
That was Christine after Miss Sukanya asked her if she had met David. Now, I have to say, when I listen to this and I hear Mary's voice, I feel like there's been a bit of a change in the tide. Let's go back to last season. Sitting on the porch, Christine has decided to leave. Robin has called her a liar, and Mary didn't really say a whole lot in the conversation where, of course, Kidney's famous line, like a knife in the kidneys, and Mary sort of left in a huff. And of course, we remember that she left and hugged Robin and just didn't understand, and then went through the entire season with Robin promising her that she would hang on, that Christine was basically, the devil's spawn, and all of these things. I feel like there's been a change in the feeling that Mary has towards Christine. She has softened toward her because now she sees that Kody has been stringing her along. She now realizes that when she told Christine very early in season 17 or 16 that she should just look at the mountains, that she doesn't get to give up. Mary is at a point where she has now given up. She does not have the feelings for Kody or Robin or any of the wives really that she used to have. But I think that she thinks back on that conversation and what a visceral reaction she had to the fact that Christine was leaving, and now sees a softer side of what is going on. Now, we do, of course, remember that last week, following the tell-all, she was very upset that Christine had shared the story about the melting of the ring, and I'm sure that this part was taped before she saw that. But all in all, I still hear a softening in her towards Christine about now finding love with David, and even hoping that she finds love someday soon also.
Life with her when we were in Las Vegas, got a little worse in Flagstaff, and she says she's going to leave. And I never wanted that to happen. And I'm like going, oh, so we've suffered all these years together and you're just going to quit?
You've suffered all these years together and now you're going to quit? Hell yes, I'm going to quit. First of all, your choice of words, we've suffered. Marriage should not be about suffering. I don't care what way you decide to get together with someone. We have heard you say over and over since Christine has decided to leave how you never loved her, how you weren't attracted to her. Like that was brought out even more. I know that he talked about when he first met her, he saw her eating nachos. It gave him this ick factor. He has said that probably about all of his wives. So if we jump forward to the fact that when Christine decided to finally leave you, you're sitting at a table and you want to just hurl insults at her, basically trying to hurt her, harpoon her, and make her exit as painful as you possibly could. And she stood strong. So now you are here again talking about how she's betrayed you because after 10 years of suffering, you're going to quit. But then you sort of backtrack and say, it wasn't my fault. It was all Christine's fault. Which is it, Kody? You do the most ridiculous double speaking I've ever heard. Talk about a confusing conversation. I need Rosetta Stone. I need Duolingo. I need all the apps to understand. Maybe there's not even an app written or discovered yet to help me decode. Robin don't speak Kody. She speaks stupid because that's what you speak.
Do you actually think Robin really wants to live a plural life at this point? From what you've been seeing? It seems like a fair question because that's been the gripe of a lot of sister wives up until this point. We've been having these conversations.
I know. You're right. Yes.
And we've been peeling back the onion, right?
And now we're just going straight in. No, I don't think that Robin has any desire to live polygamy or plural marriage. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Chris, do you?
He seems nice.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. I think I have said in a previous video that I think that Robin's plan in polygamy was not the way that it should be. I think that there have been times during us watching them as a family where Robin has said things like, oh, I know my place. I know where I'm supposed to be. My mom was a first wife. My mom was a second wife. I know what I'm supposed to do as a part of this family. I'm just coming in. Here's the thing, and I will hold true to this, not knowing her, any of that, obviously. I think that Robin wants to be a plural wife if she is the favored wife. I think that Robin would love to have women beneath her or even women who go alongside of her, but she must be the one that in the end will get the dividends, right? I think she needs to be the one that makes sure that if something happens to her husband, whomever that would have been, she is the beneficiary for all that she will receive. I want to sit on the porch with these other women and talk about our grandkids. I want the grandkids running around. I want to have more babies if that's what I'm supposed to do because I don't want to leave a child behind, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, I want to make sure that I am taken care of. You can have a little bit, you can have a little bit, you can have a little bit, but I need to be the one to make sure that those I have brought into the world, myself, my family, must be taken care of. If you've listened to my previous video about my idea and theory that Robin is planning to at some point leave Kody, check it out. I will just say really briefly here. I think that she's been planning this as long as it has been happening that the family was falling apart. I think she would like Kody to believe that she's going to stick it out and stay around. And I know that some people looked at this little moment where she answers the question about being able to live with Kody by herself as kind of this false positive, if you will, like, oh, I don't know if I can. People looked at that and said, yeah, she's lying. She's going to stay. I'm not quite so sure. I think that there have been hints along the way. Even if she hasn't quite known that she's been dropping those hints, I believe that she's been dropping hints all along that someday, soon and very soon, she will not be Mrs. Kody Brown.
I would think that now that she's in love with David, that she should prove that out by never saying another mean thing about Robin. Because that's when I'll believe Christine is in love, is when she doesn't have anything bad to say about Robin or about me to our children.
Well, ain't that the kettle? Ain't that the kettle calling the pot black? Child. So, in order for you to believe that Christine is in love with David, she will have to say not another mean thing about Robin. So, Kody, did you just admit that you were still in love with Christine? I think you did. Because if that is the standard that you hold up for Christine, then you must hold the same standard for yourself. I can't believe that you're in love with Robin if you are still talking about Christine. As a matter of fact, you and Robin still talk about Christine. You don't let that woman live her best life. Everything is her fault. Anything she says somehow gets back to you, and you can't help but comment on it. I think you all sit up late at night when the kids have gone to bed. Ariella has put that binky back in her mouth, and all you do is talk about Christine and how you can damage her reputation to us in the public. Now, let me say this. I am slowly beginning to see the tide turn on Queen Christine. For a very long time, while watching her endure the abuse, the mistreatment, the actions, if you will, of Kody, we were on her side. She was our queen. She could do no wrong. She was amazing. But slowly and surely, she is starting to really deteriorate people's brain cells. Christine, I love that you're happy, and I do not begrudge you that at all. But there's something that you started doing in your giddiness that I can see why people might get annoyed with. She's doing this weird hair pulling thing when she gets excited, and I understand that that's like a giddy thing for some people to do. And I totally love that you are in love with David and that you will ride off into the sunset, as Kody says, and you're going to have a happy life. You absolutely deserve it. But I do see that some of the snark and some of the meanness is starting to show. Let's not forget that Gwendolyn, her daughter, did say that there were some parts of her that were pretty mean during the divorce. That, yes, her dad said and did some things that were less than desirable, but that her mom was not completely innocent. And I can see some of those things. I can see that she may have sat around with her children and said some of the things that she's saying to us in public. I always say, if you will say something to us and we're strangers in public, imagine what you're saying behind the scenes and with your own family. So, Christine, you might need to simmer down a little bit. Like, we understand that you're happy. We understand that you're going on with your life, and we are proud of you, girl. But come on now. You're better than that, girl. You're better than that.
But they want you to be happy with Kody. They all sat here and said, we want Robin and Kody to be happy. They have a special relationship. Christine has shared that with me. Mary has shared that with me. And also Janelle has shared that with me.
They haven't shared it with me off camera.
Do you need to hear that from them to be able to be purely happy with Kody?
Yes. I need it off camera to my face. Because I don't know how. It feels like it's disrespectful to his kids. It feels disrespectful to the commitments that I made. I don't know.
This is you just being honest and saying, this is what I need from you guys.
Yes. My commitment to them, to their kids, to them, to Kody, about this family is not broken. And I don't know how to break it. I don't know.
Child, listen, if you are crying that much over your marriage, it's time to go. I really hope she's planning to leave. Because, this is just too much. It is too much. It is too many. There are too many tears. There are too many moments where you need to grab for tissues and the crying that we think you're doing. You're not. But even if you need to pretend this much, let's just say you really are. Let's just say you really are having this hard of a time. It is time for you to go. Because nobody should be this miserable in something that they chose to do. And if you can choose to walk away, get your stuff together and go, girl, because this is too much. Do I believe she could be happy with Kody without them? Absolutely. Absolutely. She's done it this far. Do I think that she will endure some of the same abuses that the other women endured to be what I said, which is to survive? She needs to be in that survival mode. Absolutely. Until she gets all of her ducks in a row, or her poop in a group, as Janelle would say, she's going to stay where she needs to stay in order to get those things set and in place for her and her children. Once those things are set and in place, there will come a day that if Kody truly does pick a fight with you, you are going to pack your things and you're going to go. You're going to leave that house that is now estimated, supposedly, allegedly, at $1.8 million. We're going to get into that in another video. Another thing that we're going to get into in another video is that these tears, these fake tears, or real, however you want to say it, because, allegedly they are real. She got it honest, because I went back and just happened to be rewatching some episodes of Sister Wives while I was cleaning, and her mother does the very same thing. If her mother is talking about something and she wants to make a point, or she wants the empathy for it, she will start to do this choking thing in her throat and this almost crying thing. Y'all, it's amazing. I'm going to show you the video on another day. But Robin does get it honest. Last thing about this clip, she talks about how she needs the sister wives, or the ex-sister wives, because I'm going to say ex-sister wives. She needs to hear them say to her off camera and to her face, "We want you to be happy with Kody." Yeah, that's not coming. You're asking a lot. For somebody who is so willing to call another sister wife a liar to her face, for somebody who's willing to string a sister wife along all these years, giving her the opposite message of what this man has been trying to tell her, just to selfishly keep her there and beneath you, and to make your dream come true of having a plural marriage, that is not a sister wife. They don't deserve to tell you that you should be happy with Kody to your face. To tell Janelle on several occasions anything about her weight. Go back and watch. Remember last year's tell-all when she talked about she's been with them and watched Kody love them through weight gain and ornery attitudes and not wanting to be intimate? Go back and watch that. You said that on camera. You said that on camera. They owe you nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if you were my friend and you sat and told me this very same thing, our friendship might be over, because I would tell you this to your face. They owe you nothing. You have gotten the prize that you set out for. You have made the bed you wanted to make. Now lay in it and either be quiet or go your own way. How about them apples? All right, fam, that's all I got. But just when we thought that the one-on-one part 4 was going to be the last we hear of the Browns, wrong. We have 4 more episodes that we get to hear from them, and I will be commenting on all 4. You are going to go ahead and check your DVR or whatever it is you use. There will be an episode on Friday, then Sunday, then next Friday, and next Sunday. Check them out, y'all. And it's going to be called a talk back. I'm not actually sure what that's going to mean, but I do know that in this clip, they kind of give us a sneak peek into what that might look like. Here we go.
I'm in love with Robin. That doesn't diminish any of my other wives.
Were you lying then, or are you lying now?
Take a look back.
I need you to step it up, because you can.
The problem with Christine was I didn't really want to be married to her. As All New Sister Wives continues. The Kody Brown family.
I can't stop it. I can't watch this.
Sister Wives. All new next Sunday at 10 on TLC.
All right, y'all. Next Sunday at 10 o'clock on TLC. I hope you're going to be there, because I will. Bring your popcorn, because you know who's going to be crying. Lord have mercy. What's that song? Big Girls Don't Cry? That ain't true for her. All right, y'all. Remember, if you want to do something, don't let anybody stop you. There's enough room for everybody. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.